I hear
Jeff T. Camp.
Jeff T. Camp. Oh no, it wasn't me.
It wasn't.
Jeff just shot at one of our cameras from across the street. He just winged you like Trump.
I know. I would take a little clip on the ear for some publicity.
Take one right on the side ear.
Would you be careful?
Yeah,
make that happen.
Well, I mean,
yeah, they did it.
Yeah. We'd catch you right in here. We'll stick it up.
Yeah, good. Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I'd trust you. I hear Jeff's a good shot, though.
Yeah, I think he did like Boy Scouts or something, wherever he got molested up. He got molested somewhere, right? Isn't that the case? That happened, right?
Did that happen? I've never heard that.
I thought he talked about it on the air. Where he was like, yeah, I just struggle a lot because of that time I got molested. It wasn't Wolf Mountain. He was just a boy.
Do Sad Jeff talking about him getting molested. do it with the music.
Oh my God, this is going deep.
Do it.
Yeah, man. I mean,
do it.
It just, it kind of happened.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to happen, but I mean, whenever they tell you what you got to do, you just drop your drawers and just do what they tell you to do, right? I mean, that's happens to everybody, right? Like that happened to you guys too, right? Doesn't that happen to everybody? They said that everybody at Boy Scouts was going to go through it. Like this was your initiation, and if you were going to actually take over the world one day, that this is how it works. I don't know. Maybe that was some other conversation.
I don't think that's normal.
Well, damn. Anyways, how about that Diddy?
That Diddy guy?
Yeah, that was Jeff talking about.
That was man,
Jeff joke.
But
anyway,
Jeff, like right off the rip, we go into Jeff at Boy Scout camp.
Yeah, that's where you learn how to shoot. No pun intended.
Yeah. With his single shot.
Single shot, yeah.
Just one, or a pump.
That's all he needs.
Just a breakdown single shot.
Was Jeff in Boy Scouts for real?
Pretty sure.
I'm sure he was.
I can see that.
I'm sure he was.
That's one of those things when I was a kid, I was like, no, I don't want to do that, but now I wish I would have.
I wasn't about going to camp. I didn't want to go camp. Like, I just didn't want to camp when I was a kid.
Like, you didn't want to sleep in a tent?
Nah, I didn't want to go somewhere else with other people and spend the night. I wasn't big on spending the night when I was a kid.
Really? Scared?
Yeah. I didn't like being home. Like, at some point during the night, I just want to go home.
Out of your element?
Really?
Kind of. I had some friends that it was like, literally, I didn't even think about it, though. And then when I got out here, I was like, I don't know, 13 or something like that, so it was not an issue then.
I don't think spending the night at other people's houses is much of a thing anymore. Like, unless they're like really close friends or...
Yeah.
My kids ain't going to their friends' house. Like,
well, like, people can come visit. Why do we need to...
Yeah.
Why do you need to stay the night? Like, you can just, like, go see him, go hang out. I'll pick you up later. No big deal.
Yeah, we have that conversation a lot. Paris has one friend where she'll spend the night there, and
I think
the same friend will come spend the night at our house.
The girls were like that. I think they have that friend.
Just one.
But this ain't the 90s anymore. Like, you ain't just letting...
No. Listen, when I was
go to a softball game and tell me if you're just going to be like, yeah, you can go spend the night with such and such.
Right.
Like how it used to be. Like, hey, can I go home with the Petersons tonight?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Like, that shit don't happen.
It wasn't even that for me. Like, it would be me riding my bike around town and end up at friend X's house and call mom from their telephone in the living or in the kitchen and say, hey, I'm at Jimmy's. I'm going to stay the night over here tonight. And it's like, okay. Yeah. She didn't know who Jimmy was. Didn't know where Jimmy lived. I mean, just have an idea, but it's
Jimmy's parents.
And it could be Jimmy today. It could be John in a week. Next Saturday, it could be somebody else.
Yeah.
It could just be anybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, before we moved out here, we lived in a neighborhood. So, I mean, it was the classic, stereotypical, you see all the bikes at somebody's house, that's where everybody's at, type shit, and everybody went around to all the different, you had the house where you played basketball at, like, you had the cul-de-sac down the road, like, you went everywhere. And then, yeah, absolutely that. You'd be there, call home, hey, can I spend the night over here tonight?
Yeah, I'm just going to stay here. And as long as there wasn't something you had to do, like, the next day, it would, the next day.
Right. But you didn't know, like, I remember, like, one of my best friends growing up, Buddha, not Buddha from here, it's a different Buddha, Charles Marbury.
Two Buddhas in one
lifetime, yeah.
What a lucky man.
I've been blessed, But, yeah, that was, like, my best friend growing up, and, I spent the night all the time over there. But both his parents, like, his mother was a Brink security guard, and his dad was a Paulding County deputy. Right. But all his cousins on both sides were like Crips. So you learned all kinds of stuff at Buddha's house.
Yeah.
You know, one from one side of the family was from Ohio. I think that was his mother's side. Shout out to Miss Cynthia. And California, I think, was where his dad was from, or maybe vice versa. But yeah, you learned, like, Buddha walked in one day with a red bandana one day just as a joke, and he got choke slammed, and that shit was lit on fire. Right in front. I was like, oh no, this is serious. It's not funny.
That's weird.
It's not
weird.
funny.
It's a weird thing to hate color.
Yeah,
It's weird.
yeah, right.
I had
Weird.
I had to have a conversation with Carrie this week. We were walking somewhere, and as everyone knows, my knee's been bothering me. And she's like, "Oh, you're crip walking," and I said, "No."
How you know how to
She's
crip
like,
walk?
Yeah, you are. She's like, "You're crip walking." I was like, "No, baby, that's not. It's not what you think it is." She said, "Yeah, you're cripple walking." No, it's not. It's not. I'm not crip walking. Please don't tell people
whitest thing
I'm
you
crip
said.
walking. Please don't go to
Like a
your
cripple.
other friends and say, "Yeah, I was walking with Mark, and he just, he's doing that crip walk." It's just.
Why
Just
are
in your blue dunks.
why are the Crips called the Crips? Does anybody know that?
I don't know.
No, I don't. No,
No.
Why are the Bloods called the Bloods?
I mean, I get the red.
Murder, like crime,
Crypt keeper.
like we
That's
get
probably a
get
stretch.
blood.
That's probably
we
good
draw
Google.
blood.
Yeah, Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's good.
I'm Crip.
Believe it or
I'm gonna
not,
crip you up. I'm gonna crip you up.
it
Tales from the
comes from the term cripples.
Like I'm gonna cripple you.
Carrie knows more about Crips than we do.
Which was used because the gang to describe the gang members because they carried canes as a weapon and a badge of status.
Yeah, everybody had a limp in the early days.
Cripple, so they had the cane, and so they were cripples, and yeah. In the 70s, the street gang in Watts called the Cripples, shortened to the Crips.
Did they play the part? Was it like a rope-a-dope? Where they were
don't know.
always,
Or was it
everybody was always limping
with the
there,
cane?
like, and then
With
all
the
of a
cane?
sudden,
Yeah.
Fuck you.
yeah.
It's first
Maybe.
used in. So actually, the gang was called the Cripples. The term Crips was first used in the Los Angeles Times in February 1972.
So a news outlet actually dubbed it Crips.
Maybe that's where rope-a-dope came from.
Maybe.
Crips acting crippled,
Rope-a-dopes
and then
are,
fucking people up.
yeah. Yeah. I see where you're going with that. That's possible. But it could be like they had a lot of pimpish. Like pimps had canes. You know?
Were they all Crips? Are all pimps with canes Crips?
No, not at all.
You know some Bloods?
Not at all. Well, I'm sure.
Oh, you don't know that?
No, I don't know for a fact,
Could be
but
a thing.
I'm sure. Just by sheer numbers, they're not all.
Was
not all
Cat
Pips
Williams a
Crips.
Crip?
I think he
think
claimed
he's a Crip.
something.
I think
Yeah,
he's a
he
Crip.
claimed something. I think it was Crip. Yeah,
He's got a cane.
fucking cane. Yeah,
Pimp with a cane.
I don't know if he can claim California or not because he was kind of all over the place according to his story.
I don't know.
But I know
How's
he
he in a
spent
gang?
a
He's so
significant.
fucking smart.
Don't matter. He rowdy. It's fucking Cat Williams. He got hoes. You just got to be cool enough.
Maybe that's why he was so successful, because he was really a pimp.
Yeah, he really had women, I guess. Because what was it? The Cat Williams story is fucking fascinating. Like he was like I think basically an orphan, something like that.
A bookworm.
Yeah, and a bookworm, and then like he was real young, out and about. Like I think it was Miami. Like he was like 14 when he got out and about, like on his own, figuring it out. You know, like, wild story. And then all over the country after that. Yeah, I imagine he would be a Crip. But he definitely had a cane. Nate Dogg had a cane, but Nate Dogg was Crip. But he really would hit somebody. You ever see that?
I've never seen 50 Cent with a cane.
But is he gang related?
He's blood.
Is he?
Yeah, right?
I know the Game is. And they did some shit together.
So he's not a Crip.
I don't know that he's affiliated.
Dude, he's got to be.
Think so because he's black.
No, because he was in that.
Yeah,
I mean,
but he was in the
that
drug
life,
dealing side
like-
though. Maybe. I don't know that he's ever actually came out and like claimed that he was with
He
anybody.
calls people blood in songs.
Yeah.
Did you know
But is that a
Cat
New York
Williams
thing?
claimed that he was in the Marines?
Who?
Cat Williams.
No, I didn't know.
He said he was in the Marines.
Is
He
that
went
real?
through boot camp. That's what he says.
Did he make it?
He claimed it. He claimed he made it through boot camp. Marines said they don't have any record of him.
You know, Steve Buscemi was a firefighter.
Really?
Yeah, and he went on 9/11. He went back and like he was still a volunteer for FDNY. He worked for FDNY, and he still goes back to firehouses and like works shifts and stuff. And after 9/11, he was there like within 24 hours working like
Damn.
day in and day out. He's done a lot for FDNY.
Really?
That's cool.
Huh.
Uriah's got his physical fitness test Monday.
For
Fire department, Carrollton City.
he can show up hungover to that.
Yeah.
Tell him don't stress it.
No.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows it.
See these hogs on these trucks
Yeah.
around here.
Yeah. That's it. He's like, he's fine.
What did you have you talked about that on the podcast?
What?
About when I guess it was some captain got angry with how you described the room.
No. We were at
So people know, like, TJ was in the fire department.
I was
Yes.
teaching a class I was teaching a class somewhere.
Okay.
And it was for a specific department. And
What did that department do?
what did they do?
Yeah, what was it like? Oh,
Fire
like
department.
I got you.
Yeah, like
I got you.
the
Not
county
within.
that I'm
I
not
got
just gonna
you.
put them on blast.
Right.
But
I'm not gonna.
fire
Shit,
department.
Jeff's
Bro,
trying to hack the system, bro. It's gonna be terrible to deal with.
look, it's just part of the ambiance at this point.
I don't know. I feel like he's trying to hit
Hollywood Hefe
the
on
building.
the
Shook
loose.
just a little bit. Yeah. Anyways, we're in a war
All right.
zone. Go on, TJ.
Sorry, T.
So I was teaching this class for a department, and I walked in the room, and the first thing I said, and I was trying to, I always like set a joke to like, you know, grab attention and like make
Right.
everybody comfortable. And, stuff. And like I just walked in, and I was like, damn. I was like, so and so fire department paying y'all by the pound now. And it got a big laugh, and everybody like it was cool. Nobody took it wrong. And then the next day I showed up and got called in the fucking fire chief's office, and he was like, Did you ask the whole class if their department paid them by the pound? And I was like, I did.
By the
It's a
pound.
joke, guys.
Yeah, come on.
Take it easy.
Just trying to break the ice here.
This was like state level
Yeah.
PC, and I just didn't fit in. We had a love-hate relationship.
Would you say that era was more like on the ball with that kind of stuff then than they are now? Do you feel like they were more strict then than they are now, or are they more strict
Oh,
now?
it's gotten way worse.
Think it's gotten worse.
Oh yeah, dude. Every department is like on the PC things that are really pushing the fire department is like accepting women into the fire department. And there's like this. I mean, God, if you're, I don't know how much of this I should talk about.
What? Well, you're not in the fire department anymore.
No, but it's very PC.
I got you.
Very PC.
I got you. All right.
Well,
so
it's kind of like what the military did, right? Very similar. So are there, and I saw something recently where it was talking about that particular thing, and it was actually a female person in the military saying that, calling out another female in the military for saying she basically did the same thing as all the other Rangers or all the other whatever, as like all the guys. And she's like, you know, I went through it. No, you didn't.
no, you didn't.
You know, they have separate standards for us and you,
Right.
for the men and the women. It's completely different standards. You know,
And as long as they keep that energy in like real situations, I'd say it's okay. Like, but if your expectation is for this 140-pound girl
Yeah.
to drag me out of a burning building because I went down, that's a weird expectation.
Yeah,
to
you don't
have.
stand a chance.
No, I'm gonna die. So we're both gonna die.
But
like
there are 130-pound men that could.
legit,
You know what I'm saying?
legit. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
Is that something to ignore when your life's on the line?
and most of them are not even that small. Like, say they're 150, 160. A lot of them still aren't going to get me out of a building. I'm 280.
Yeah.
But if Austin's in there, Austin's getting me out of that building.
so
You know what I'm saying?
Squint's 55 right now.
Squint's dragging me out of that building.
He's going to get you out of the building.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's 55.
Yeah, there you go. But and there's some women that probably could, but are you getting them in mass that are showing up to, fire department, police, military, and all that?
No.
But
There you
that's
go.
every.
there's some
Isn't that
studs out there.
everything?
I've met some women
For sure.
in the fire service that that are Carroll County's training officer. Her name's Brandy Polk. Shout out Brandy Polk if you ever hear this.
Yeah.
She made it through a really tough class called Georgia Flames, and it's a 48-hour like physical challenge, like limited sleep, like
Oh, wow, really?
work and
How long you said how long?
48 hours.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you get like it's all objective based. Like if everybody does good, you get more sleep, but if everybody doesn't, then but your max sleep is like I don't think we got more than 3 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's like it's a tough class. She made it through. She's one of the women.
Nice shout out. Yeah, see, like, yeah, I think I mean, and you could be subjective to certain, males too. Like, as long as you're keeping that same energy when it's like being applied.
But the problem in the fire department is not it's not that we're accepting just as many men, if not more, that shouldn't be there.
Right.
Like, I mean, wait till he tells you about this physical agilities test. Like,
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh, that's all you had to do.
But see,
That
Police the
was
same way,
your
right?
test to say if you're fit enough to go save another human being's
Right.
life. You know,
to start the process to go into the training. Yeah,
which might be. There's an argument that on your hiring, like brand new firemen,
Right.
Like we'll accept this minimum
Yes.
standard, but that standard has to increase. But no, the physical agility test that he's going to take,
Yeah.
is the standard for the fire service. Like
that's wild.
he'll never have to be able to
Do
do
more than that.
Oh, that's
and see
wild.
that's crazy because I would think that would be the bottom, right?
Unless
That's
the
your
department-
baseline.
Unless the department requires
Requires more.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they probably need numbers too, right?
That's the game.
Yeah.
That's the like you're
You hate to turn away people,
Yeah,
when you
can't.
need
you have to fill spots.
Right.
So when you can't fill spots, you lower the standard.
Okay, so see, but I deal with the same thing in the corporate world. Like you haven't, the light.
As soon as you
Okay.
started talking, it shined on me. It was very rev like.
So say we're working in a warehouse, right? And this warehouse for Acme Manufacturing, and we are loading trucks for Acme Manufacturing, and we pay $15 an hour for guys and ladies, people in general, whoever will load trucks. We go out and do a job fair. People come in, they interview. We assess them, right, based on their job history and, do you have reliable transportation, just normal interview stuff. And, obviously we tell them what the job is. You have to lift, 40 pounds repeatedly through a duration of an 8-hour shift. You have to be on your feet the whole time. And, we have to assess then if we feel like that person is going to be able to do the job. And sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. But there's a lot of people you don't hire because they can't do the job. Problem is your pool is really small at $15 an hour.
Right.
There is a huge jump when you get into $18, $19 an hour. The type of candidate that you get is completely different. Like you get somebody that has more experience, that's worked on loading docks for a long time. And I would think that the fire department would be the same way. So isn't it just funding then at that point?
Sure, yeah.
If you're going to pay more money, you're going to get more people to want to come work for you.
I'd have
100%.
considered fire department or even police a long time ago if it had fucking paid more.
Well, so I
if it
did
paid
the same
50
thing.
grand like 8 years ago, I probably would have done it.
I did the same thing with the police department.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't consider it just because of the money, and ultimately
Can't.
it played a big factor in why I left.
There you
go.
Huge factor.
Yeah, the benefits don't equal out. I'm sorry.
like, they-
today,
They took advantage of a young, in shape, like gung ho dude when I started in the fire department. I mean, I didn't say took advantage. Like they caught me when they should have. Like,
right?
Yeah.
right,
I was
right.
the one. You know what I mean?
The exact.
I didn't care about the money. I didn't care.
yeah.
Like
Right.
I was.
You were their demographic.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
But see, I'd already tasted corporate salaried money in my early 20s. My dream was always to be a police officer. I wanted to be a cop. Coming out of high school, when I was in college, I was a criminal justice business management double major. I wanted to go to state police. I wanted to go through the ranks, go into high level, law enforcement. And then at 21, I got a salaried manager position because I was halfway intelligent and started making at immediately more money than I would have made as a cop.
Yeah.
And there was a couple points in my 20s where I considered it, where I was either would change a job or something happened, and I would look back at law enforcement as like, well, can I make any money? And at that point, there was no money in it. Like not like now. Like Jordan makes good money now.
Yeah, but good money for somebody with 2 kids at the time.
But right, that's I like if it would have been now, if I was Jordan at 20. At 20, I had Sam married. I could make a living. I could live on what Jordan makes.
Okay.
Now.
Right.
But then, they've came up so much.
Right. Yeah,
they've started paying guys. Yeah. And Carrollton City is on the higher end of pay. You know, like there's a town in Alabama that Jordan applied with, and it was like $13 an hour.
Yeah.
To be a cop.
Yeah.
You know,
it was 28 grand a year, 28 or 30 grand a year when I looked at it before show car.
Right.
Because I was looking at either fire department or police before show car came along.
Yeah.
Because I was still detailing. And I looked at it, and I'm like, hell, I make twice that bouncing and cleaning cars. Like, I can't afford to do it. I got 2 kids with another one on the way. How was I I'll be in the negative. I cannot do it.
Yeah, I couldn't afford to take that step back and do something to make that much less money.
It's another Suburban.
Man.
Another Suburban, bro.
This Hefe's got me so jumpy. I'm not normally jumpy like this.
Freaking out, man.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I was followed here this morning though.
You never know which direction he's going to.
And he's using drones. Did I tell you about that? Yeah. Oh yeah. We have verified information. Straight up drones. Fucking drones now.
They're cheap.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Well,
you get a bunch of He's in the Boy Scouts, so he can
I am surprised.
I think they do drones in the Boy Scouts now.
I think he can recruit them and teach them up.
I'm surprised he's tech savvy enough to do drones though. He's got to have somebody working with him.
Definitely got somebody working. Look,
I think Jeff's secretly tech savvy, more than he puts on.
Really?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. That he just answered.
He just did that.
He just answered you. See what I'm saying, bro? It's creepy out here. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm getting like 3 hours of sleep every night.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with it. It's tough.
I'm about to fucking answer back. I'm about sick and tired of damn jucking and jiving and hiding and shit.
What now?
Yeah.
What now? I'm gonna give him a what now.
I'm gonna start fucking with it again. See how you don't like that. Damn.
Man.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm good. I'll be all right.
So I saw something on the internet this week. We've talked about before these community pages on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like the Bowden and Bremen community page, Bowden community page. I saw something on the Bremen community page this week that it was really funny.
Weren't you and I talking about
contractor?
this?
No.
Oh yeah, TJ's got one too.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. No, this was a woman didn't post anonymously. She Karen full out, she just with her name. She said
The dude walking his dog?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
She said because it's a thing.
Jeremy tags me in all the Bremen pages.
Yeah. She's like, just to make you guys aware to be careful. I was at this park and this guy, this single white guy, gets out of his truck with his dog. And
she knows that he's single?
But no, solo, alone.
I got you.
One alone.
Sorry, I'm an idiot.
She's giving a police description.
Yeah, yeah.
I got you.
And he, it was very police blotter-ish. And he walked around the track one time and then went in the dog park and was letting all the kids in the dog park pet his dog. And when the kids started walking away, he went to his car. And as he was walking by, he waved at my kid. And I wasn't the only mom that felt weird about this. So I got my kid and we went to the car and he waved at my kid as he was going back to his truck and sat there.
Piece of shit.
And he sat there for a few minutes and then
fucking
left.
Diabolical.
Okay. So she posts this.
He's kidnapping kids.
There's a few people like you can never be too careful. A few people just like jumping off in the comments, right?
You're a hero.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing all this stuff. So I read it, and I really didn't think a whole lot about it initially. I was like, yeah, it's whatever. And then I get back on Facebook a couple hours later, and there's another post on the Bremen Citizen, or the Bremen page, whatever it's called.
Oh no, is it the guy?
And it said, "Hey guys, I'd just like to introduce myself. I am a 6 foot tall, 40-year-old white guy that just wants to walk my dog. I just want to walk my dog. And I'm sorry that I was being friendly to your kids that wanted to pet my dog, but I just wanted to walk my dog. Can I do that? Thank you for your concern, but I went to a dog park to let my dog play, and your kids wanted to pet my dog, so I let them, and then I left. I will be walking my dog at this same park every day this week. I'm probably just going to do one lap. I'm going to let him play, get some energy out, then we're going to get back in the truck, and we're going to leave. I'm going to do that every day, just so you guys know I just want to walk my dog.
Did you see the other guy that commented on
No.
it? Dude, fucking hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one dude
On the
posted
guys or the ladies?
on the Bremen page.
Okay.
He did his own separate post on the Bremen community page.
Right.
He said, hey, I just want to give everybody a heads up. I'm a 6 foot tall white guy, bitchin' mustache, and I'll be at the dog park today walking my dog. Just wanted to make everyone aware.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
I have a van. I don't have a truck.
And I didn't read the comments on that, but it had it was fucking blowing up.
I love
wild.
it. You know what that tells me? That tells me we're winning, gentlemen. It tells me we're winning.
Yeah, shut the fuck
Because
up.
some of this stuff,
Culture shift.
The queens of white men basically used to not be able to say anything about that when something like that happened because you'd look weird if you said something. Not now.
But I'm mad at the person who
Not
just
now.
sat there and watched it. Like, if you really felt like it was some weird shit, go fucking clean that up. You know what I mean?
Go, hey, buddy.
Yeah. Well,
What's
fuck
up,
you
man?
being weird, dude.
Or go introduce yourself. Like, hey, man, what's going on?
Hey, what's your
Doing
name?
good?
What's your name?
Yeah,
my name's
Because if I thought something that serious was going on, I'm like, well, I'm not going to ignore this and
I'll
go put it on
spark
Facebook.
up a conversation with the guy.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, man, what's going on?
What kind of dog is that?
Yeah.
What's
What
going
kind of
on?
dog you got going on?
You here to molest?
Also, if my kid's over there petting a dog, especially my kid, I'm gonna go over
gonna
there
be
too.
there with him.
Like I'm gonna be like,
100%.
hey man, what's going on? It is a cool dog, huh, Dominic? All right, make sure you ask permission. And just what's
Right.
going on, buddy? What's your name? Where you from?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we're from. We've been here a long time.
Yeah.
You get some good chit chat going. You get a good read on the guy.
Yep.
If he gets all weird and stuff, starts leaving, be like, oh, I'm about to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like, maybe just know where he's going. You
Or call
can't.
the cops if you're a woman.
And if I'm gonna be like objective, there is like, and we talk about it with women too. It's like it costs you nothing. At most you sound like a bitch or a Karen, right? If you're actually concerned, right?
Yeah.
But like if you actually think you're being followed for scenario or something like that, like it literally costs you nothing to just be a bitch, right?
Right.
That's at worst you're just some fucking bitch, right? You're just a Karen, you're worrying too much or something like that. But, at the most it might save you, might keep some creepy fuck away, right? But also say something, right? But this is just, you're at a dog park, like
Yeah, you obviously didn't think it was too serious.
right, like, but you made it serious enough to go on later at a later time and make a post about it. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with
you're
your
just
life?
trying to stir crap up.
Well, you got nothing else going on in your
That's,
life.
Nothing else
that's
better
the
for
same
you.
one. That's the same Karen that when you ask her, like, why didn't you fucking say, well, I'm just an old woman.
Yeah, I can't do anything about it.
No, but nobody sees gender anymore. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Speaking of gender, there's some happenings in DC. Have you guys
Really?
seen anything about this?
No.
No.
Okay, let's talk about
Granny?
this. Yes. So two things that I want to
Are we
one.
transitioning back?
No, one.
Chicks with dicks?
I want to shout out a Democratic congressman from Massachusetts.
Okay.
His name's Seth Moulton. Okay, dude from Seth Moulton. Dude from Massachusetts.
Right.
He said, and I quote, "I have 2 little girls. I don't want them getting run over on the playing field by a male or formerly male athlete." As a Democrat. Standing up and you're starting to see some of this shift.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
We can all agree.
Yeah.
he took some hits from his own party for it. But that's logic speaking. That's all. It's just logical.
It's
just
it's what the left needs more of.
normal.
It's what 99% of Americans
What
agree
most
with.
people think
Dude,
about it.
You're seeing that shift across the board. with the
99%.
Democratic Party. With the left, you're seeing it. You're seeing not necessarily even eating their own, because at first glance, I was like, oh, they're gonna start eating each other now.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually a lot of them saying like, y'all went too far on the wrong shit.
So
like nobody cared enough, and that was your only you just took it too far. Like this is ridiculous.
You're not turning everybody that crazy.
No, these are not the things you need to be fighting. These aren't the hills to die on.
Nope.
No.
Like
He had
nobody cares.
a great little snippet here. He said the Democratic Party needs to, quote, do less preaching and more listening,
Yeah.
is what he said. Less preaching, more listening to everybody for what they want. And, he caught some heat. Everybody's trying to, they're being very, aggressive, but he felt safe enough.
But how aggressive are they?
No. Just passive aggressive. It's just internet, super left aggressive. Like, it's just, oh, you're male privilege, blah, 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 blah. Why do you hate transgenders? Why do you hate gay people? Why do you hate this? He's just like, no, I just don't want my little girls ran over by a male.
Yeah, maybe.
That went through puberty.
Yeah.
And then decided post-puberty that he wants to be a female and he plays girl sports.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. it's so weird and ridiculous that it really makes people start to wake up. Like, how long are you going to play this game? And then that definitely speaks to people on the left right now. Like, I don't want to say jumping ship, but to your point, you're starting to see more of them point out no, it's not the people, because now you hear a lot about and they've attacked the MAGA people or the people that are vote red no matter what, right? And a lot of it is just not blaming the people and start looking internally on what you've been doing and what you've been pushing, and people just ain't hearing it no more.
No.
Authenticity and real problems are what people are focusing on. This is just nonsense. It's just
Why don't we trust a little more science? And how about this for a law? How about after you're 25 years old, which is where scientists unanimously agree that your frontal lobe is done developing.
right.
Mm-hmm.
We got age limits for every fucking thing else. So, all right, after you're 25 years old, cut your dick off. Nobody cares.
No,
Right.
you can do what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, dude,
But we're not going to allow you to
You can't play collegiate sports. You can't.
Well, no, I'm saying
Yeah.
castrate fucking
A child.
children.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
That's
We can't
crazy
stand
talk.
by and watch
That's
that.
crazy talk.
No, because you can
That's crazy
influence a
talk.
child. You can influence a child to do just about anything.
But after you're a self-supportive, not on government assistance,
Yeah,
go cut your dick off.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
No one can no one's gonna bully you. No one care. Sure, I shouldn't say that. Probably some people will bully trans people just for being trans, but not as many as they fucking think.
Not as a thing.
No, and also,
Nobody cares.
well, you know
Just don't
what?
make it
no,
weird.
Look, if trans people are getting bullied, I think it's a issue.
Yes.
I don't think it's the issue.
Yeah.
It's not.
I'm sorry. There's a bunch of people getting bullied. There's people getting fucked up. There's entire communities of people that are fucking, completely forgotten about in this country.
Any poor kid.
Yeah,
Any
there are
poor
cities
kid
and neighborhoods
gets bullied.
full of kids that have a whole, way bigger problems than your transsexual identity issue.
Right.
There are bigger problems here, so focus on them. And also, unfortunately, to keep things going, those aren't the problem. The biggest, I think we should be pouring into those communities for sure, but if you don't handle things across the board accordingly, it all falls apart anyways.
Right.
So it don't matter. The only reason why they can argue about their sexual identity and gender identity and all this kind of stuff is because shit is good. It's good enough for you to fucking worry about it.
Yeah.
If shit was real bad, hard enough, nobody would give a
Nobody
fuck.
would care.
I wouldn't care if I got to figure out how to feed my family today.
Right.
I don't give a shit what you identify. I don't care. If you're in the street and that's all you're worried about, I'm gonna be like, okay, loony, get out of my way.
Yeah.
I got to get food and water. And shelter. It's Mad Max out here.
And I think there's a turning of the tide with some of that super left wing stuff in America. So did you guys know that they're the first trans gendered member of Congress was elected this election?
Really?
Yes.
What's its name?
It is
it the
Sarah
bald one?
McBride.
Who?
Sarah McBride.
It's not a real name.
It's a dude. It's a guy.
Country fan?
A Democrat from Delaware
It's not the bald
was
one.
elected.
What's the bald one with lipstick?
Oh no! That was
That's a military thing.
Yeah, no, he was something with the beard and the bald with the beard with the hot pink lipstick
And the dress.
Yeah, and the dress.
Probably over children's books. Or
Probably
something.
education secretary or something.
I think it literally was something
Yeah, it
like
wouldn't
that.
surprise me.
I don't know. It took me too long to figure it out. But
So yeah,
all of you, you know who it is.
No, this
let us
is-
know. Hit us in the chat.
This guy,
Correct us.
This guy is full long hair, wearing a pantsuit, trying to be female.
I do know the one you're talking about.
And he was just elected to Congress and will be sworn in January 3rd. And he'll be the first openly transgender member of Congress.
Has he had an operation?
No, is my understanding that he has not. He is still a dude. He is still, freaking you out, ain't it, T?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that dude.
Yeah, look at it.
What the bearded?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
thing.
she's got identity issues.
It's old, dude.
She's got a.
She's got to move around because one of them lights are out.
It's not cold.
He's over there doing jumping jacks.
I'm not super convinced that that's not a plant from Jeff. I don't even think that's
It
the
might
original
be.
beard.
It might be.
Ooh,
It might be
What a
it might be a
theory.
robot.
Yeah, I think it's a totally. I don't even think it's the same one. I think the one we had literally died when we thought it died, and it was all brown and
And he
stinking.
just flipped it.
Then all of a
If he's-
sudden, we get this super healthy bearded dragon in there.
He's been working with the deep state. No,
wonder
no
if it-
telling what kind of technology there.
If he is working with it, or if the deep state's
We're
trying to get
impressed.
ahead of him.
We're impressed by him flicking these lights, and he's
Fuck,
like,
I forgot
"Y'all-
all about
Y'all
that.
don't even know."
Yeah, flicking some lights.
So, so
Jesus.
there was a representative in the House. Her name is Nancy Mace. She's a Republican from South Carolina. She's currently in the House of Representatives right now. She is leading the charge for a bill or rules. It's not even a bill, just rules that she's pushing. There are rules of Congress that they lay out to prevent biological males from using women's bathrooms in the House of Representatives. And for safety's sake is what she is. She said she has been a victim of sexual abuse from a man, and that she doesn't feel safe with a man using a private restroom with her in it. And so she went to House leadership and Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, who's also a Republican, and she has his support. And they are adding to the rules that men cannot use women's restrooms. All single-sex facilities in the Capitol and House office buildings, such as restrooms, changing room, and locker rooms, because this isn't just because they don't just have It's just not just bathrooms. They have gyms there that they work out in. They have
they got
showers,
lockers and showers.
lockers,
Yeah.
locker rooms. So this is very similar to like college athletes, like the girls' swimming team, in colleges, where if there's a
wild.
transgender dude that says he's a woman
That
and he's
hasn't
on the,
had a surgery.
hasn't had a surgery,
Has a penis.
has a
hanging out,
penis,
dick hanging out.
and he gets to go in there and shower and change into swimsuits in front of other girls.
Why is that so okay? And I'm trying to so as like a trans person who has not transitioned, that you just identify as or whatever, and maybe you got a boob job or something. Why is it that important that they,
Because you're not
shower
respecting who
in-
they are, Kyle.
Is that really the
You're
argument
not
though?
respecting who they are.
How?
Yes.
How am I not respecting you?
Because they're a female. They're a woman. But that's what they say.
It's a
That's
weak
the only.
argument.
That's the only.
it's like
Because they
it's a
feel
weak,
that, no.
like it's
the only they feel like they're a woman. They think they're a woman, and you have to respect that because in their brain, that's what they think. That's wild.
That is wild.
Is that not wild?
That's wild. Like it's not like a handicapped person where they
No.
need access to
Yeah,
a bathroom
correct.
a certain way and all
Correct.
this and that. Like you can just use the same bathroom you've always used
Mm-hmm.
this whole time you've been alive, and it'll probably be just fine.
But what's wrong with saying like that? That sucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at, like-
some people have cancer.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
right.
what I mean? We're gonna side with the 99.9% of the population
Yeah.
on this one. I'm sorry that it hurts your feelings.
And yeah, very sorry. And you know what? I think you should try to sort through that.
Yeah.
In a positive
And
way.
then Pfizer can make money off of that.
yeah, sort that out.
Let me
like,
send you to a doctor to figure out
Jesus
your,
Christ.
help you deal
what's,
with this.
what's weird to me is that it's the left who historically has been the party that really pushes the feminist movement and women's rights, rightfully so in a lot of situations, they're the same people that are saying a dude, should be able to do this.
Yeah,
A guy should be able to go into a women's locker room and change in front of other women.
See, but that's where their rhetoric is both inconsistent and short term. Because even the people on the left are starting to look at it and go, well, that doesn't add up. Like, that just, you aren't being consistent at all here. Like, you can't have had this fight for women's rights and gay people all this time and then turn on them later on down the road and use the same thing against those people that you brought up. Like, it's trans people aren't fighting some civil rights issue. Am I wrong? Like, are they oppressed? Is anybody oppressing them?
It's the opposite. Everybody's so fucking scared to talk to them or disagree with them or tell them no.
But you
on
can't
Are we
say
building
anything.
the brand of trans? Like, is trans just a branding
It is a
issue?
brand.
Because if they're all right, so say that the science, because I don't know the science. The science is actually that some people are born and they, should have been this and want that, whatever. Okay, so say that lines up. Like, I'm just making the argument. Say that lines up. How many people? How much of the population could that actually be? Like, what is the number? Is it 1%? Is it less than 1%? Like, if it is, well then, like, if it just all of a sudden we're starting to change where it's like 20% of the population, like, all right, well, is that actually because they're scientifically, a trans person?
Who gives a flying fuck?
Or is it the fact that people are just following a fad and now they have something to belong to and now they have a purpose, my purpose now, my identity now, like it's not that you have an issue that is unsolvable. Like, you have an identity issue and that's fine. Have an identity issue.
Most of them.
I know white dudes that thought they were black. Legit.
Yeah.
Thought they were black. Nobody said to them, hey, you know what? We need to treat them like they're black. They either got that respect or they didn't.
Yep.
That's
Y'all
exactly
fucking get your
right.
respect
Yeah.
in.
That's exactly
Like,
right.
Nobody
I've
fucking
never-
at all.
I've
Right?
never
They couldn't
thought
say
about
it.
No, I know some that tried.
Yeah. Got that ass
Got
whipped,
that ass
too.
whooped in the neighborhoods I
Yeah.
knew about.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you ain't there, boy.
no, you're not there. What are you doing? Like, and that's fine. That's you, buddy. It's not. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna probably put you in a bit of a box in my head. Like,
Yeah.
you
almost black.
you almost. Hey, buddy, you down?
Yeah.
Shit. But look,
You made
okay,
it.
yeah,
but
I think you should have some culture in you.
Right.
For sure.
But me as a man, like as a white man, for that guy, that doesn't bother me one way or the other. But if I was a black guy, that would bother me.
well, not only that,
Right.
but like
What
if
would
you were
bother
a
you?
black guy,
If a white guy was trying to act black,
What about black guys that try to act white?
okay, so. But I'm talking. What I'm saying
they
is,
like them.
yeah, that's fine. But as a woman, though, like you have women now who are then now starting to come out and say, "Hey, this is a woman's rights issue."
Right.
As a woman,
Right.
I don't want a guy
Exactly right.
to
Yeah.
be in my locker room.
Yeah, exactly right.
Right.
You know,
That would be like-
it should bother the women.
Right.
It should bother them.
Right.
It's okay.
Well, that's
You know-
like a white dude that's trying to act black. Like,
Yes.
like true, not act, but like
No,
truly
thinks
thinks
he's
it,
black.
right?
Yeah.
Telling someone in the black community
Yes.
that he has to be a part of,
Yeah,
you
need to
whatever
respect
decision
me.
making. You need to. It's like,
Yeah. You
no,
need to
that's just a
respect
white
me.
dude telling a black person that they're going to listen to that they have to do
Yeah.
something.
You
Like,
need to
that's all it
respect
is.
me.
So why can
So that's just a man telling a woman that they have to respect him as a woman now.
It's wild.
Like,
It's
no,
wild.
No, the top woman of the world right now is still a man. That's what you're saying? Like, it's so fucking
is
bizarre.
anybody identifying yet as another race?
I'm sure,
There's
but I don't
transracial.
think it's going over well.
Transracial.
It doesn't work out.
Transracial, you said.
Transracial. Yeah.
That'd be
Transracial.
cool.
Here we are.
That'd be
Transracial.
cool.
Okay.
What, two?
Yes. Yes.
We linked
Yes.
up on that one.
Yep. What if you could decide to be another race?
If I could decide.
Just
What
decide.
combo? It's gotta be two.
It's got to be two.
Gotta be two.
At least it could be one. You could have mom and dad both the same race. Like if you wanted to be a race, what race would you be?
But you're trans race, right? You
No,
gotta
no,
be
no.
some-
You're changing. It's changing. Transitioning to a different race.
Okay, I was
so
gonna go.
you could be mixed.
I was gonna have like, yeah,
you
okay,
could
I
be
got
mixed
Okay, so
transracial, or
Right.
you could just be solo transracial.
Okay, this is Twilight Zone.
First thing that comes to mind is Australian
Okay.
Brazilian.
Oh. Okay.
Let me tell you how I got there.
Yeah.
Craig Jones fucks Charles Oliveira.
Oh, yeah.
What do they make?
Love child of
Love child
Charles
of
and
Charles Oliveira
Jones.
and Craig Jones.
that's another one. Men can get pregnant.
Yeah.
What about your turn?
Oof. Man, I'm already Italian, so it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Oh, you think your race is superior?
Yeah,
than
pretty
other
much.
races?
I mean, we helped the Nazis.
It's on the record.
Wait, isn't that right? Didn't we help the Nazis? Didn't Italy help?
Yeah, Mussolini.
Yeah, Mussolini. Yeah, that's right.
All right, so Italian.
No. I gotta pick a different combo. Something fucking like New Zealand
Just
and like what?
what does a New Zealander look
I
like?
don't know, like those big Hawaiian looking dudes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Samoan.
I got you.
Yeah,
All right.
maybe that's better. Like Samoan and like straight up African, like some sort of.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Ripped.
where's Ngannou from? It's like not
Zimbabwe
Is
or-
it Zimbabwe?
I think.
He's not Nigerian. I know that.
Isn't he the Nigerian Nightmare?
Yeah.
Who's
Oh, is he Nigerian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Nigerian then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking.
They're still pretty primitive too, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he clicks. You know what I'm saying? He
Do you
knows
think he
it.
clicks? Do you think
like,
he's
I think the majority.
I got lightheaded.
like-
I got lightheaded.
Like clicking?
Yeah.
I got lightheaded.
Do you think he answers his phone
They're
sometimes?
not.
and
They're
he just
not as
click
far
clacks?
removed from their ancestors or as their heritage as we are.
No. Yeah, I would say they're pretty.
We don't load muskets in a gunfight anymore.
No, but they still clicking.
They still know the language. They don't. They probably don't use it too often. But they,
Somebody's got a spear. Somebody has a spear.
that's
Yeah.
like very biblical people like studying Hebrew.
Yeah.
Like they're probably they still take pride in like they still
Like
True, true, yeah.
if they go to France they're probably fucking
like the
clicking if they
Hasidic-
don't want anybody to hear what they're talking about.
The
Yeah, they're not
Hasidic
speaking
Jews,
French.
like the
You never seen his
really
corner? Never heard
I
his
mean, I've
corner?
seen him. I don't think I've ever paid attention to him clicking at him.
There's a
They
rumor
click
that,
at him in the corner.
There's a rumor that when they do
Are you
the
fucking serious?
when they do the clap with 10 seconds left after each round, the clap, clap, clap,
Here's a.
that is actually a Nigerian from call
God.
sign.
Shut the
Oh
fuck
my
up.
god.
Look
Seriously?
into it. Look into it.
So it's like go more.
He's-
go,
he's-
like,
So
He's
he has
full-
an advantage
he's
in
full
the
Eddie
last
Bravo.
10 seconds of every
He's
fight.
Eddie Bravoing us so hard right
oh,
now.
that's hilarious.
Look into it.
Clack, clack, clack.
And that's his fucking like he just goes into fucking war mode.
Oh man, imagine a room full of people clapping. You think he just gets all fucked up like Venom?
Oh yeah, he can't go to many concerts probably.
Probably not. He just like
He can't watch cloggers.
tap shoes would just fuck him up.
Yeah.
Like how Venom hears like noise and he
Tries-
he
starts
starts
to-
getting all crazy and
Yeah.
he starts to like disperse from the person, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Motherfucking clicking. How did we get to clicking? Oh, races. Yeah.
Transracial.
So yeah, I got Samoan and like I don't know, West African of some sort, like Nigerian or you know, something like that.
Yeah.
Nigerian would be a dope, like a Samoan Nigerian.
Beating on
Samoan
drums.
dad, Nigerian girl, or white woman. Yeah, my wife.
Would you
mom.
beat on a drum?
Fuck yeah, yeah. I do a haka while I'm beating on a drum. Yeah. God, that'd be the crunkest individual
Man, I
alive.
wish I would have gone last.
You'd really crunk.
Would you go Australian? Brazilian's good.
Brazilian,
that's
Australian,
pretty good combo.
Yeah.
I have one that immediately I knew it. I knew what one was.
Just white.
No.
West Virginian.
Yeah.
That is their own
Dang right. Is Asian.
Okay.
Is like
What kind of
Asian.
Asian?
For the speed?
Like Japan.
No, for the brain.
For the brain?
For the brain,
Oh,
bro.
that makes sense.
Like
Yeah, mine's got no
I
brain.
think it's just their discipline.
probably, but like an Asian mom. You know, something. I don't know if it would be Chinese or Korean. Maybe Japanese.
But you got to think of
Probably
what kind
Japanese.
of women you would be into, because you're gonna have that like
Oh, I
bit of a
know.
mom complex over that, you know. So you'd be into like
Probably
small
Japanese. I would say
Asian-
Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Japanese mom. God, that thing freaks me out.
Fucking deep state over there.
I don't know about what the other one would be. You know,
Japanese. Because you're getting kind of that sumo size too.
yeah, I could do
Would you want to be a big Japanese man or a small
a
Japanese?
big guy.
I
So
could live that life,
probably
by the way.
The sumo life.
Fucking right. I would be a giant motherfucker. I would just eat and. They train all the time.
And see, I think you both took really good ones with Brazil and like African, like Nigerian. Both of those are really good. I don't think I would do Brazilian though with a Japanese mom. I think it would probably be.
Well, you get Lyoto Machida.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what you'd have.
That's true. So I don't know. Maybe like Egyptian.
Yeah,
maybe Egyptian.
Yeah, I could see that.
Egyptian,
Japanese and Egyptian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be the smartest motherfucker alive.
And they hustle. The Egyptian.
Oh yeah, that's a tycoon waiting to have like a
super smart
multi-billion-dollar tycoon.
That or like Abu Dhabi, like a sheik.
Yeah, some sort of Arab.
So one of those two. Something Arab.
Carpet.
Yeah, or carpet, camels.
While doing math equations.
Maserati or not Maserati. What's the other one?
McLaren?
No, the really Bugattis.
Bugatti.
Car only levitates when you're in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And I designed it because I'm super smart. So so Japanese. I think final answer. Japanese and Arab. That if I was going to be transracial, that's what I pick.
Yeah.
Japanese and Arab. Samoan.
It's probably against the Arab guy's religion to mate with a Japanese woman.
Think so?
Probably.
I don't know. I heard they had what's that guy from Black Rifle on Rogan talking about how they do a bunch of gay shit, like Kuwaitis and all that.
Really?
Super gay shit.
What do you think? Let's play what would Jeff pick?
Oh, yes. We got to tap out with it. We got to tap out with what would Jeff pick.
What would Jeff pick? All right. You want to go last or first? What do you want to do?
I'll go last.
Okay. I'll go. That's a good one, buddy. Because if I just say white, then, I already use that.
That was going to be mine.
Scottish and German. Just the whitest shit you can come up with.
Yeah.
South African and
yes,
Cuban.
Full apartheid and Cuban?
Yeah.
Why Cuban?
I don't know. I was just thinking diabolical.
Yeah, I don't
like
know.
Communist
Maybe.
on racist.
Maybe.
They all hate gays.
Yeah, true.
I think South. I actually don't know that.
Yeah, that's got to be a factor too, huh?
All right, I'm taking off the Cuban. Hold on. South African and is what is European?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's basically South African, right? They just came from Europe, isn't that?
Yeah,
the
kinda.
whites that were down there.
The whites. Yeah, they took over that whole
same
little corner of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. So basically, I'm saying European, and what culture of color would Hefe be okay with? Hollywood Hefe at that. I'm gonna steal one from you. I'm gonna go
something communist, maybe.
That's what I was. Yeah, but Chinese would be a big leap. Like any kind of Asian would be a big leap.
Kazakhstani, aren't they a little?
That's what I was kind of getting.
They have a little color to them, like the Kurds, like the Kurdish people.
I'm going South African Jew.
South African Jew. Okay.
South African Jew.
I'm going to go Swedish Canadian.
Okay.
For Jeff.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The two whitest countries in the entire world.
Yeah.
Like the Swedes are very, they're very white. Blonde hair, blue eyes, Swedes, and Canadians are Canadians.
Sure.
And I think at his heart, that's what Jeff is.
Yeah,
Jeff, it's outdoorsy a little bit because he likes the outdoors. So that's the Canadian piece of it,
right?
And then just how white can I be? And that's the Swedes. How white can I be? Cold, white,
cold, mountains
sad,
and shit. Sad,
snow,
a lot of overcast.
Yeah.
It's just overcast all the time.
Between northern Sweden and northern Canada, you get 6 months of just darkness, and that's full Jeff right now. Jeff's in his 6 months of darkness, and so Swedish Canadian,
Swedish Canadian, South
Jeff's.
African Jew,
and what do you got?
What do you got?
I'm gonna go white Viking.
Okay.
Just across the board.
Yeah.
Just true north, huh?
Yeah, because Jeff's a shorter guy in stature.
Yeah.
And if he had to pick, I would assume that he would pick a little taller. That's where I got with the Viking.
Sure.
Yeah.
But he's also a proud white man.
Right. Definitely proud white man.
Yeah.
Crusader, some would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he'd probably refer to himself as a pure blood Viking. You know, like
Or
he's,
Crip.
Blood, yeah.
yeah, pure. Yeah, he's pure though. Pure,
OG.
pure Viking.
Viking with a cane, call him
Yeah.
a Crip.
That's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen.
Viking Crips.
Viking Crips.
There's a combination
Yep.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you could just do
Wow.
like instead of doing
Paint your ship blue.
yeah, you could do like whatever organization, not necessarily organization, but like a diabolical group. So like just a group of people that
Pretty
like
diabolical.
Genghis Khan mixed with Spartans.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But-
Very good.
All
Okay,
right.
that's it. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. We love
Hell
you
yeah.
guys.
Sort that one out, people.
Look, happy week of Thanksgiving. We'll be back Wednesday for your pre-Thanksgiving episode, and we will have some more shenanigans to discuss.
That's right. Get in the chat, ask questions.
Ask questions.
Find
hit us up.
Hollywood Hefe.
Find yeah. Keep look.
Stay on him.
We
He's in
don't
the comments.
want you to
He's in the
like go
comments.
find and get him. We want you to find him and let us know where he's at, so we can stay away from him. We're really.
If you see him,
if you
post
see him,
pictures in
post
the
pictures
comments.
of him out. So
Yeah.
all right, we love.